We call the meeting to order. We'll start with pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
Hunter.
Here.
Hello.
Here.
Brady.
Here.
Cheesy.
Here.
Gilbertson.
Here. Any conflict of interest declarations? Hearing none, approval of agenda. So moved. Second. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All same sign, motion passes. Approval of minutes. So moved. Second. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All same sign, motion passes. Are there any visitors to be heard? Robin?
Do I go there? I don't know.
Nope, it'll pick you up.
Thank you very much. My name is Robin Shiro. I live at 311 East Washington in Elk Point. I just wanted to remind you, I haven't heard from Andy about the Republican Women's account, and I have checks pending that I need to deposit. So it needs to be taken care of. These women help you get elected as elected officials. We go door to door campaigning for you and things, and so we'd appreciate it if you could take time to help us out. It's not right that we can't get this going before the campaign season starts. And also I want to let you know that John Hanson did approve of that drug task force for the human trafficking and the meth labs that are in Elk Point. So that will be coming soon. Also, we asked him if he would be our attorney on this case about the being that these checks have been stolen. We're afraid to deposit more for fear they will be stolen again. So he said he's too busy campaigning, but he will get us an attorney on this case. We want to file charges and get this taken care of so that we can get on with our lives. I also want to let you know, I know that you have your Clay County Historical Museum here, and I'm working with the one in Union County just to be aware to get city water connected, which is kind of why it's never been open. We're hoping we can be just like you guys with the County Historical Society. I think that's about it. I appreciate all that you do and your time. If you could just help us get this going so that we can get on with our lives as an association auxiliary for the Republican Party, that'd be great. Thank you. Oh, also, I wanted to let you know that the governor's wife sits on the South Dakota Federation of Republican Women. I don't want to go that way, but if we can't get this done here, I will get with her because she's at the meetings with me all the time for South Dakota Federation of Republican Women and sits on the board. So if you could please take care of it at this level, we would have to deal with that. Thank you.
Any other visitors to be heard? Hearing none. And you got the full car bid?
We opened bids last week and then I was gonna compare those to state bid. We didn't receive any other bids. So if you recall, we had for one car, the total bid with the trade-in allowance on that was $38,900. The second car was $38,400. State bid price was $43,196, and then when you figure we wouldn't have a trade-in issue, we look at what we might get for that car on a public sale. In our last 2 years, we did sell them on a public sale. We sold one in 2023 through Girard auction and received $4,000. And in 2024, we sold one on Purple Wave and received $4,975. The allowance on the Vermilion Ford bid was $5,500 and then $6,000. So presuming it's basically just splitting the difference between the two, it's presuming $4,500 on a public sale because you just don't know what you're going to get. But I'd estimate we'd get $4,000 to $5,000 for these cars on that sale as well.
Was that 4,000 after commission or before?
That's what we received.
That's what we received.
And so what I took was the state bid price, and then I reduced that by $4,500, which is an estimate of what we might get on that. And it came to $38,696 per car. So within a few $100s or within 500 on each car of Vermilion Fords, Then when you consider delivery, we would have to go to Land Motors in Oneida and pick up the car. It's all but a wash, I think, so I'd recommend we accept the providing for bid.
May as well do local business. Wash, move to accept the Vermillion board bid.
Second. A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Motion passes. We've got the JDC contract.
And I think you probably have that in your packet. It's the, we anticipated an increase, as you noticed in the cover letter, that they were gonna reduce the increase. Originally, we're saying $555. It's still astronomical at $522.02, but I'm looking at plus the shelter care at $308.
I like how they come up with the 2 cents.
Yeah. It's weird they just went that off, but. You know, again, I'd recommend that we do this. If Yankton County comes together with something, we're not obligated in this case for this contract. We don't have to take our kids there. That's just the essentially the rate bond situation.
That would be for 2026 anyway, I would assume.
Yankton won't come together by 2026.
Yeah.
Even if they get it approved, they're gonna probably have a year or two of construction.
Oh, at least it's not $555. Move to authorize the chair to sign.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Motion passes. That's for me. Think so. Entertain a motion to go to ditch board. So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, or ditch board. Got an invoice from O'Connor Drain Tile and Culverts, or for a culvert, lateral 3.
Move to pay the invoice. Second.
Yeah, got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Both same sign, motion passes. That's nothing for ditch board, so I'll entertain a motion to come back to the regular session.
Move to come,
Go ahead.
move to come back regular session.
Second. Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All same sign for the regular session. Brent, easement documents for structure 14-103-090.
Fulton ended up being for Rod Yacht. Right, so. Pretty easy. One person.
This is an authorization for we have an authorization for chair to sign on these. Is that that's the action, right? Yeah, authorize chair to sign. Thanks for doing the negotiations on that, Brent.
Yep.
But
I did have a second. I got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, motion passes.
are they two separate ones? Do we need to do one for the second one as well? Or it looked like they were identical to me, but not quite. Is that
Yeah,
right?
one was just one side of the road, the other was the
Okay.
other side of the road.
All right. Well, my motion was to sign both documents, so.
Okay.
Very.
Then we've got resolution 25-36 to delete structures, 14-20-096. And 14-030-092, the National Bridge Inventory.
This just had a culvert put in, it's all of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, couple of them, yeah, 3 of them were just, got the bridges taken out and the culverts put in or box culvert. One was up on, Frog Creek, or not Frog Creek, but, Ash Creek, up off of University at first mile to the east, where it's just, abandoned, where they just took out that structure, just left it, nothing there.
And it's possible for a box culvert to technically be a bridge, but there's some complicated formula, right, about the amount of clear space under it or something, is that right? So these check out as definitely not bridges, right?
Right.
Okay, good. All right, you did all the math. That's good. In that case, I move to authorize the chair to sign resolution 2025-36. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mochler,
Yes.
Graylow,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Teasy,
Yes.
Gilbertson.
Yes.
Motion passes. Resolution 2025-37 to delete structures number 14-033-090 and 14-135-013 from the National Bridge Inventory.
Likewise verified.
Sure,
These are
sure,
definitely
sure,
not bridges,
sure.
right? Yep. All right.
Is that on the Volano? That's on.
Yep. The 090 is just east of Bethel Hall.
Down about a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
So, what was that one? That was a bridge on top of a bridge. That was there.
Right, that was gravel for a little while when you were, okay, I remember.
Yeah, they replaced with culverts, but yeah, there was, they
Yep.
just put a new bridge on top of the old.
Yep.
You have the chair sign resolution 2025-37.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, roll call.
Mochler,
Yes.
Graylow,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Teasy,
Yes.
Gilbertson.
Yes.
Motion passes. Then we've got propane quotes for the Vermillion and Wakanda shops.
So, TLC propane one, they're at 135.
Move to approve TLC propane. It's a quote for Vermillion and Wakanda.
Second. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, motion passes. Anything else?
Next Wednesday, I'll probably be off. My mother-in-law passed away, so I got a funeral to attend to. Might be a couple of days, but Wednesday for sure. That's it for me.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Mike.
Yes, every day.
You too. Let's stay though. For
What about the
Oh,
road service agreement?
That's just it.
yeah, you might as well stay. Michael, you wanna?
Yeah, I can go through this. I actually, I was just looking at it and I thought of one issue, so I'll hold off on signing it, but, this is just, an agreement that the highway department, was interested in engaging with the city of Wakanda for services related to sanding their roads, inside the city limits of Wakanda at request. So, the contract really is to provide the say really stays with the superintendent of the highway department. It's really just comes down to their availability to do such a service. And there's also a mechanism for how they go about requesting said service. We outline what type of service they're gonna be providing. It's just gonna be applying sand or a mixture rather on the roads, either just for the school bus route or also for Main Street or Ohio Street, depending on what they're looking for. I've included a couple of maps as well as the hourly rate and then an annual review and adjustment of the hourly rate, both for the cost of the mixture as well as the cost of the operator, dump truck and sander itself. What I noticed here though is I have two indemnification clauses, which is 11 and 12. I need to delete 11 and 12 as a more comprehensive clause that I wanted to include. So all I would need to do is reprint it, I guess, with what I'd be looking for on this one. If you're inclined, is just a motion to remove clause number 11 and otherwise approve it.
Do you have the alternate version?
I don't with me. I just realized it.
Okay. All right. But this is something we want to make sure we have signed this meeting.
I think so, and you can, so the request I would make is if you're inclined to approve it, is just a motion with that change, and then I can have it, of course, signed today.
Great. Yep. And all the prices in here, I'm assuming were calculated by you to cover all of our costs.
Yep.
And you don't feel that this would be a burden on county highway staff? They'd have time.
Yeah, make that quick little trip through there. It ain't gonna take long at all.
And you can always decline to if other things are
Right,
pressing,
right.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's up to them to ask for it too. right?
Yep. And so far they haven't, last year we didn't have nothing and this year a little bit more snow than we like, but so far nothing, no call for them.
And is this a whole new relationship? Is this something that we've done for them in the past or?
This is something we've been doing.
Okay.
We just didn't have it formalized.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what was kind of a service
Yeah.
that we did.
And this document now provides more clear protection for the county in the service too.
Is this something we're gonna address every year to adjust those costs?
No, so there is a provision in this agreement, 8, annual review and adjustment. So, it's annual adjustment by the superintendent.
Okay. So if the price of sand and salt goes up, we can,
Bump those prices up.
So you'll just watch that next year.
Yep.
All right, I move to authorize, chairman to sign and the superintendent to sign.
With the
changes.
With the change, thank you.
removal of
Section 12.
Article 11. Or 11.
Yeah, replacement of Article 11 with Michael's recommendation. With recommended language.
Yeah, I just duplicated. I have 2 indemnification clauses. I'm failed to remove the first one.
Oh, I understand. Okay, so 12 is correct. That
12 is correct.
It will become 11. We're
Yes.
just striking 11. There's not something different to replace it. Okay, I misunderstood that. But then, yes, just with 11 struck.
Okay, second.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
I have a motion in a second. So does that mean if you're getting rid of 11 and 12 becomes 11, then 13 becomes 12?
Correct, so on and so forth.
So we gotta. So it's a little bit more than just one.
And,
We can skip 13 with the hotel.
and 6.
So I see that too, 16.
Also that is missing a V.
Yep, so I'll fix all of that real quick.
I'll be, if you're at that 2 o'clock meeting, I can sign it then.
I'm gonna email it to Andy right now. He's gonna print it off.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Motion passes.
That covers 90% of the town anyway, just.
That's right. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's done.
While Michael's fixing that, we'll just skip down to vouchers. We get to see those. Need a motion to pay.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Motion passes. Got a quote here from Erickson's Solution Group for IT and the old safety center renovation.
So is this potentially a part of our courthouse improvements, or is this a change and an add-on?
Dave Glenn. Is this part of it, Glenn? To begin with, or is this new?
This is new, isn't it?
I think it's outside the scope of the
Yeah.
original agreement with Lloyd, but we do have Tegra to review that, so. We can confirm that, of course, whether or not it was included in our scope of the RFP. It's outside.
I kind of understood that it was maybe outside, but it's equipment that's going to be needed for the offices.
Yes, it seemed like maybe it's just sort of extending what is in the rest of the courthouse into the new facility, so the same degree of security and
Yeah.
connectivity and things like that.
Net switches and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you probably understand it better.
So it's,
it'll look good to me.
Yeah.
it'll be $9,800 and, $9,820, 54 cents. Initial. And then there's a yearly total of $852, is that correct? Every year.
So
Which we probably are already paying a yearly amount. That's the additional.
yeah,
Like they're getting faster fiber over there too, so that'll probably all be good.
All right, well, move to authorize chair to sign.
Second. I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, motion passes. You want us to keep going, Michael, or are you?
I'm ready.
Okay, so the payment request for the city of Vermillion in
Yes.
anticipation.
So I was hoping to have a formal document for you today. I prepared one and sent it to the city. I know that their attorney's looking at it. He looked at it yesterday. I was hoping to get feedback from him, but it hasn't come back yet, so I couldn't provide you with the formal finalized document yet. The intention is just to outline the terms of a payment from the city to the county, effectively like a first year payment for their portion of this building. We're still waiting on final numbers to come in, so there isn't a formally finalized agreement between the two entities. Expectation is that'll come in early 2026 once we have all finalized numbers. But the city seems interested in making a payment to the county in calendar year 2025 that they've budgeted. So this is just outlining essentially that we're willing to accept the payment and apply it to what they owe ultimately for their portion of the building, as will be outlined, in the final agreement. I believe we'll be able to finalize this between Daryl and myself this week, and then the city would bring it to their city council meeting on Monday. And then we'll just need to either hold a special meeting or sign it on the 30th, depending on what the city needs, I suppose. So
We may have to have a special meeting
I just,
prior to the 30th, because there's 2 payment requests for this building that Beckenhauer is wondering about. They sent it last week. I'm sure Dick just hasn't had a chance to go through them either.
sure.
But I don't want to wait until the 30th to pay them.
Yeah.
Look at it first.
So I can get a hold of Carrie about scheduling a special meeting, obviously with advance notice to ensure that we're complying with law. But my expectation would be that we could have this done by the end of next week, certainly.
I think we'll just do it Zoom meetings.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that
be,
works fine.
it's gonna be
Like
5 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, what's our record? We seem to work at like 12, all right. You got a challenge, guys.
And then here is this. Whether that's too much, Here's the maps on there. Could you put the colored maps? Do you have colored maps
On this,
for the attachments? Because what Andy printed is black and white, which is fine, but there's.
I don't think I had the maps.
I have.
We'll attach the colored maps to it, just fine, but back.
I'll
in here with like.
just sign it here. In the one Carrie handed me, I don't think those.
Oh, gotcha.
Sign it too.
I would suggest you date it the 9th. The first, I left that date blank, but it'll need to be dated, the first page, and then it'll need to get to the city of Wakanda for signature, and then probably kept with Carrie if you're comfortable with that after the final signature is received.
Good on that, right? Yes, so then we've got resolution 2025-38 for contingency transfer. 7,000 to judicial for the catastrophic legal fund, 500 to human resources, 5,800 to community health nurse, payment to state, and 1,300 to domestic abuse.
They're kind of our routine end of the year, cleaning up the budget kind of things. Just off the top of my head, the catastrophic legal was something we had an extra payment for this year. I think it was discussed at convention or maybe spring workshop, I remember, but and the nurse payment, the way the contracts came in late, it kind of messed up last year's budget versus this year's budget, so just kind of cleaning that up for the end of the year. Probably have more of these at the next meeting.
Move to approve resolution 2025-38, the contingency transfer.
Second. A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Hopper.
Yes.
Graylow.
Here, yes.
Yes.
TZ.
Yes.
Gilbertson.
Yes.
Motion passes. We've got resolution 2025-39. For emergency management of 39,000, or emergency management grant for 39,263.
We had a grant that we didn't budget for in advance, so we made the purchase and received the grant money. Now we just need to supplement.
Move to approve resolution 2025-39.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in, or roll call.
Mochler,
Yes.
Graylow,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Easy,
Yes.
Gilbertson.
Yes.
Motion passes. Michael, are we gonna do the bottom ones like we discussed, or? Like on Park, the building projects?
Yeah, I think, yes,
Okay,
and, yes.
okay. So anything for Clay County Park?
Nope, nothing new.
And building projects, updates? Glenn?
Yesterday afternoon, a situation came up, but we've got some bad pipes over in that. The old safety center where they have all the ceilings pulled down. And there's some of that, it's mostly vent pipes.
Yep.
They're cast. And they are shot, so. We're going to have to replace them. I don't have a number. I was hoping for this guy to call me.
I have a number,
You do?
15,000.
Okay,
And these are in the area we're renovating, so.
yes,
Man, they don't make cast iron like they used to, right?
Well-
My grandma's house took 100 years to wear out.
it gets brittle. It's just, it's.
All shut inside.
Yeah,
Now, well, those 282 feet pipe to replace between first and basement, there's 30 foot of 4 inch in that basement that should be replaced overhead.
Is there additional that's good that we're gonna replace anyway, or
What's that?
is there anything that we need to replace that's still functional while we're in there?
This would replace all the vent pipe, but I would recommend that there's 6 vertical chases in that building that have cast iron in them. My recommendation would be to get it out.
Well, while we're opened up, I think that would be a good idea.
There is three plumbing walls also, the bathrooms that should be open. And that cast should be taken out of there and replaced too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know why they did it. Some of them chases were open and they already blocked them back in. I don't know why. I know we had a conversation long ago in the beginning about, getting that stuff out of there. So I don't know how it fell between the cracks, but nonetheless, here we are today.
and we've got the people there. They'll do it, so. What's an approximate on the,
I would say you might as well just double the figure. Cause they have to have somebody come in and open up the wall. Back in the old days, we did it all. I was a plumber, we opened the wall and replaced it, but thought that somebody come in, break open the wall and those plumbing walls. Some of them might already be open.
Want to do it again in
Right.
5-10 years.
Right.
It ain't gonna get better.
Yep.
So you're saying that some of the chases were opened already? We just.
Well, this one was to that break room in the sheriff's office. That I haven't been over into the state's attorney's side. That wall might have been excavated. Well, I know it was partially excavated, excavated it, did some work in there. Things got plugged up. So there might be some excavation in the walls and in the plumbing chases. Might be, that happening too.
Some of those columns have roof drain.
What's that?
Some of those columns, like that one that got closed back in, that has a roof drain runs through
That
that
one
one.
is in there. Okay, so maybe there's not one. Well, I know that one has vent pipe in it, so I can see it, but
and a lot of that can be changed to be PVC, so. That's what we need to,
right.
we've gotta get rid of this cast over there.
Like I said, I don't have a number on the vertical. And another thing to keep in mind. You may or may not be asked by the city inspector to insulate that pipe.
Well, it doesn't seem like that'd be an enormous additional expense though, right?
Yeah, it could get spendy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just don't let them in. Just don't let them in.
We, we have the money in the contingency, even with that, IT expense, we're still gonna be all right. So,
So that was my thought too. I thought I'd bring this up to the board. I know, and Travis, you're gonna be the one that has information on this that I don't have. With this building project, there was wider discretion given to you as a individual commissioner granted by the board for decision making on these things.
Yep.
Glenn and I spoke yesterday. That hasn't been given to Glenn through this project. So I think ultimately either we will be bringing the board any of these change orders, if you would, or unless the board's inclined to give a similar power to Glenn to kind of make these changes so long as we're inside of the contingency. So I thought it'd be the right time to provide information on both of the incident, what's going on itself, and then also kind of the options that are in front of you for decision making.
We can't do that today though, right? Since it's not on the agenda.
That's fair, yes.
the time is a factor with this. Also, since we're not meeting for 3 weeks, I really wanted to be able to, me or Scott, tell them, get going. So,
I think, Glenn, you feel that you have plenty of expertise in this to make decisions like this on your own, don't you?
yes,
Yeah, so
Yes,
I'd be
yes.
very comfortable authorizing that at the next meeting on that. Yeah. And in the meantime, I think sounds like consensus that this is the right. In all that,
And if we have, if you can find, if we end up having a special meeting, we can add this to that agenda.
oh, smart.
Anything else for building updates?
well, as of today though, can we tell them to get to plan on? Okay,
Yeah, and then we'll hold a special meeting to,
That includes the horizontals and verticals and plumbing walls.
I hear you need
All of it or just the stuff? No.
well, they could at least get started on those horizontals. Are those the worst? Or some of those verticals, you said he cut that one vertical, that was plugged.
Yeah. Couple of them. They're plugged pretty bad.
Do you want all of it? Which I think is good, but or do you want them to quote it first?
Well, you're gonna have to quote it. Still have to quote it,
I get that.
but I mean, keep moving forward
Okay.
and just, it's gonna have to be done.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
need a price on the verticals. And the plumbing walls. Okay.
Anything for joint jurisdiction? Nothing. Any other commissioner reports?
Nope.
Nothing for,
Yeah, I'm just gonna share that we had a good district meeting and had good attendance from legislators. I don't have my notes here, so I don't know exactly how many, but I think it was something like 7. So that's pretty good. And I want to thank Linnea. She did a good job of I think bending some ears and getting some legislators corralled in a small group together, directed the equalization to tell them some ways that some of the proposals for property tax reform might make some unexpected challenges. So that's it.
Was that,
Oh,
was that abolish property taxes issue brought up?
It was brought up. Yep, it was brought up by one of the legislators. I believe it was Carla Limbs, I think, was the one that brought that one up. We gave all the legislators time to address the group, and she was of the opinion that that wouldn't probably be responsible. And I think that seemed to be a consensus among the legislators that attended. So,
Did they mention that? Because a petition has been filed.
yep, she was encouraging all of us to not sign the petition and to look into it closely and to make sure we think through carefully what unintended consequences it might have. She had particular concern that it would pave the way to an income tax. That was one of her deep concerns about it.
I did read that petition. Did you read that? Have you read that yet?
I haven't had a chance to yet. No.
There's some kind of vague wording in there that, have you read it?
And
They talk about this transaction fee and the small percentage fee on this other stuff, but there's some other things that they're kind of vague and so we leave it wide open for, an income tax or whatever else. I don't know. So,
yeah, and she seemed pretty confident that the rates that they were talking about in there were not going to come close to meeting the hole that would
Right.
generate a
Right.
property tax.
I see they're going on Tabernacle Bridge quite heavily.
Yep, I think they're gonna fall off this week. We got some other job that need to finish up. And but they're gonna be back like in January, as long as weather's decent, then do all the riprap there. So hopefully not too much longer to be done with it all. But it looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Took those trees out and.
So, yeah, it should be pretty good.
Well, if we don't have anything for executive session,
I do have an executive session. Sorry.
Nice try.
I will be quick. I do have a need for executive session for legal reference 125 2 subsection 3, and then also contractual with the city for the same 125 2 subsection.
we're just gonna leave the room so nobody else has to. Well, we still have to go into executive session here,
Correct.
so I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session. You don't, nobody has to leave, we're gonna leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're changing babies.
Changing things.
All right, then.
I move that we go into executive session.
Second.
125.
For 125, 2-3, subsection 3, for legal and contractual, okay.
Then
I have a motion and a second to go into executive session. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Most same sign, we're in executive sessions. I thought I heard a cat.
I heard a cat screeching and.
Come out of executive
What,
session.
is she?
Oh, yep, she did.
yes, we're recording. We're
Okay.
good.
We had to come out of executive session.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign. Passes, we're in regular session. Anybody have anything else? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both same sign, we're adjourned. Thank you.